Welcome to all. Now going to discuss about design of knuckle joint, right? Design of knuckle joint. What is knuckle joint? What's the main use of knuckle joint, right? Knuckle joint is used to connect two rods subjected to axial tensile load, right? It may be used to support the compressive load if the joint is guided. Okay, it is not suitable to connect rotating shaft which transmit torque, right? Axis of the shaft to be joined should lie in the same plane and may coincide or intersect, right? Its construction permits limited relative angular movement between rods about the axis of the pin. Okay, but knuckle joint is widely used to connect wall rod and eccentric rod in the link of a cycle chain, lever, tie rod, joint for roof truss, and many other links. Knuckle joint has mainly three components, right? First one is eye, fork, and pin. Okay, is as shown in figure. Eye is formed on one of the rods, and fork is formed on the other. Eye fits inside the fork, and the pin is passed through both the fork and the eye. This pin is secured in its place by means of a split pin, right? The end of the rods are made octagonal to some distance for better grip and are made square for some portion between its fork to make the eye and fork shape. Okay, what are the advantages of knuckle joint, right? The advantages of knuckle joints are simple to design and manufacture, few parts, less cost, more reliability, simple to assemble and dismantle, right? This is knuckle joint, right? This here we have five parts, right? Taper pin, collar. This is fork and eye and right and pin. Okay, that fork and eye and having that octagonal ends, right? This is knuckle joint and more parameters is given here, right? Next slide we can discuss more. Let F equal to tensile load to be restricted by the joint, right? Small d equal to diameter of the rod. D1 equal to diameter of the knuckle pin. Capital D equal to outside diameter of the eye. A equal to thickness of the fork. B equal to thickness of the eye. If the rods are made of the same material, the parameters A and B are related as B equal to 2A. Let the rod and pin are made of the same material with sigma T, sigma C and tau as the permissible stresses. Okay. The following are the possible modes of failure and the corresponding design equations which may be considered for the design of the joint. Right? First one, the tension failure of the rod across the section of diameter D. Okay, that is suitable formula F equal to pi d square by 4 tau. Tension failure of the eye. Okay, that suitable formula F equal to capital D minus small d1 into B into sigma T, right? The outer diameter and inner diameter and thickness also shown in this figure, right? Area under crunching and area under tension also shown in this figure. tension failure of the fork, right? If you want to find the tension failure of the fork means F equal to 2 into capital D minus D1 and A into sigma T. All the parameters shown in that figure, right? And area under crushing, that's shown inside diameter small d1, right? And area under tension also shown in this figure. Next we want to find the shear failure of the eye. That suitable formula F equal to capital T minus d1 into B into tau, right? That parameters shown in this figure very clearly, right? D1 D minus D1 is shown here, by 2 is shown here, and capital B also shown in that figure. Shear failure of the fork, right? That suitable formula F equal to 2 into capital D minus D1 into A into tau, right? Area also shown in this figure, right? Fork area, that cross section also shown here. Shear failure of the pin, it is under double shear, F equal to 2x into pi by 4 into d square into x into tau, right? Then if you want to find the crushing between the pin and eye means F equal to d1 into b into sigma c, right? Crushing between the pin and fork means, right, F equal to 2 into d1 into a into sigma c. For size parameter not covered by the above equations, proportion as indicated in the figure may be followed. This is a reference book. Okay. Thank you.